Hey guys, what's going on? Coming at you with the Thursday morning video. Today I just wanted to caption the video market crash. That's really the best way I can explain to what happened yesterday in the market. Not really, well, some crazy things happened in the retail, big box stocks. I'll talk about it later in the video, but so the Dow went down 3.56%, S&P moved down 4.03%, and the NASDAQ moved down 4.72%. So this is an extremely red day in the market all across the board. Just about everything fell. There's just more fear and the sentiment in the market. You know, people are just very confused in what direction to go. Are we at a bottom? Are we at an inflection point? Is there stagflation? Are we in a recession? How bad is it? There's just so much uncertainty in the market right now. And the earnings that came out yesterday just put more, uncertainty in the market because people feel like they haven't figured out, oh, we're at the bottom. Next thing you know, goes down more. So then it, if you're swing trading mark, like if you're not long-term investing in this market, I don't think it's a good market to be in. That's my opinion. My portfolio got smashed. I'll talk about it in a second, but it was down 5.66%. So it was down a good bit. Yesterday, I lost a ton of money. Obviously, so it didn't feel great, but I'm at the point right now where the market's been so crappy for the past year. Small caps have been coming down since February of 2021, so like over a year ago. So I've been just averaging costs down on my small caps and then my mid caps, and then I sold out of Berkshire and Apple in early February. So I'm kind of glad I did that because they both came down significantly, and I've rotated that into small caps. So it's just one of those things where the market's so bad. It's like, even if it gets worse, I'm at the point where like, I don't really care. Like I'll just keep dollar cost averaging in my favorite positions. Whenever the market turns around, whatever that may be, it could be tomorrow, it could be next month, it could be in the fall, it could be in the winter, it could be in a year. So whenever that may be, I mean, I know I'm going to thank myself in 3 to 5 years when the market turns around, the sentiment turns around, inflation starts going down, and then we, all their countries start opening up. We don't have supply chain issues, and then, that will happen. It's just a matter of, no one can really predict it, which is why I don't like day trading or doing swing trades, because you don't know. So after that rally last week, Friday into Monday, I would have said, oh, we hit the bottom, but guess what? We clearly didn't. So coin in my portfolio went down 11%. Crypto really got hammered the past week. There's a lot of questions out there because it's decentralized. There's no one backing this money. So if it goes down, people are going to get hurt, but there's no one to save them. So really, crypto, especially the size of it now, it's never been through any kind of like recession. Like the 2020 was so fast all around. It was like within a 30-day V. I don't really count that as a true recession. Like no one can even you couldn't even process what happened as quick as like things moved back to normal, and then the Fed saved it and bailed it out and started adding money. So I don't count that, but really Coinbase has never been through a recession. So this is going to be a big test for crypto. Bitcoin is under 30,000, I believe, and then Ethereum's under 2,000 right now. I am very interested in dollar cost averaging if it keeps moving down significantly. A lot of crypto analysts and a lot of people that are very heavily involved in crypto, they think it could go as low as $15,000 per coin, which would be insane. I would love to buy some of that at $15,000 because I do think one day Bitcoin will be well in the six figures. I don't know if it's going to be 5 years, 3 years, 10 years, but I do believe in it. I just think there's too many companies out there that are building businesses around it, like big guys. So we'll see, like Meta, Square, Coinbase. These are all really big companies that have billions and billions of dollars behind them. Honest Company, that's a small cap. It got completely destroyed yesterday. This is a top 5 position of mine, so that's down 11%. Tesla is down 8%. It went under $700 a share. It hasn't done that in a while. So it went down 8%. Like I just said, this is my biggest position in my portfolio, so it really hurt. So top 3, number 1. So my 1 and 3 positions are down almost double digits, both of them. So that kind of hurts. But, you know, I mean, honestly, Tesla's a long play. I really believe in that company in the future. I think there's a lot of distractions with Twitter and Elon. Just people are saying, oh, he's doing too many things. And, you know, is the consumer still going to spend? Because we had issues in earnings that I'm going to talk about in a second. So I think there's just a lot of fear on like consumers like stop spending, getting squeezed, and all that stuff with the interest rates raising. Voyager Digital, I just made a video about that a couple days ago. That's down 8%, also a crypto play. Love this company for the long term, not worried about it. They'll be fine. This is a top 10 position of mine. So really, these guys really hurt me. But if you compare it to what I'm down 5.66, it's actually like, these are my worst performers yesterday. So like, it's not terrible, I guess, kind of, because I'm only at 5.66. So Target reported yesterday. It was, you know, they're basically saying the consumer's slowing down spending. They're rotating their spendings into travel. They're not really buying like TVs and accessories anymore. They basically missed EPS by a lot. They're forecasting they readjust their forecast for the back half of the year. It's really bad. They think that nothing is going to get better. Walmart basically said the same thing. They said they see Walmart's more of a lower middle class consumer. Primarily, everyone shops there, but primarily the consumer is lower middle class. They said they saw a significant decrease in volume and people not spending as much. They think that, you know, gas prices have a lot to do with it, which it probably does. But they don't see it easing up anytime soon. They also said they had a surge in supply because there were so much supply chain issues. They said they had like 32%, extra in inventory, so people aren't buying. Now all your pre-orders, when there were supply chain issues, are coming in. There's no one to buy it, so that's even more of an issue. The commodity costs are getting so expensive. It's just a complete mess. So these two things are like the consumer, the retail guys in the market. Basically, these guys are like both these companies have amazing business models. So it's just freaking people out. Basically, they were terrible earnings, both of them, and I think that's what really started this panic sell in the market. So that's that. So what my plan is, I did not buy anything this week yet. I probably, if it goes down even more tomorrow, some of my strike prices on some of my favorite stocks, mainly fintech guys, they're almost at the price where I want to buy, and I probably will do some shopping today, but we'll see, or Friday. I do want to get my hands involved here because I haven't bought basically in like a week, over a week and a half. So I've been just stacking cash. And then, I definitely want to take advantage of this dip because like with this kind of pullback, you got to take advantage of it if you're a long-term investor because you're going to thank yourself in a couple of years. So that's kind of my plan. I really just want Q1 earnings to be over. I believe earnings finishes up next week, I believe. And I know NVIDIA is the last big guy that reports. I do own NVIDIA. I started a position recently in it. I'm not going to play earnings if that stock misses or, says they have supply chain issues, if the consumer is done building computers and that stock moves down like 15, 20% or even 10%, I will be a buyer in NVIDIA for sure because I do believe in that business model for the long term. I would love to get it around 140, but we'll see if it gets there. That would be like pre-pandemic levels at the peak. Would love to get it at 140, but we'll see. If it rallies up and they beat expectations, great, I have a position, but I would not mind buying those stocks on a discount. So that's all I got. I'm trying to get to 800 subs before the end of this month. I think I'm like 20 away. So if you haven't subscribed, please make sure you do below. It's much appreciated. And till tomorrow, peace.